I'm on my way to meet my dad for a fly fishing trip on the Cranberry River in West Virginia, and it's pretty rainy out here, so that changes our plans a little bit, but since he already had the time off, we're sticking with it. While I'm out here, we're gonna call this video Overlanding with Minimal Gear, because I still haven't finished the platform in the Rover. I really don't have a lot of stuff in here yet, so this is already more gear than I have done some trips with before. As you know, if you've watched any of our other videos, I was driving a small SUV. I'd throw a sleeping bag in the back and, pull over if I needed to sleep. And we did some cross-country road trips that way. That always worked fine for us. I just caught up with my dad in Richwood, West Virginia, and we are headed down some roads and on our way to find a camp spot. When we get there, I think my first order of business is gonna be setting up this ridiculous rain fly that I brought, just to give us some space that stays somewhat dry when these showers start. It looks like it shouldn't be terrible weather. It's just gonna be some scattered storms. When we first got here, it was a downpour. And we just stood under this shelter, this awning that I brought for like 30 minutes.
We should have recorded that because that's an understatement.
Yeah.
I actually turned into a swimming pool for a little while.
I think literally less than every 5 minutes we were having to make sure that the awning was not
full up there.
Hopefully the worst of it's over. While we've got a break from the rain, I thought I'd go ahead and talk about the camp setup I've got going on here. And if you follow the channel, you see all sorts of cool stuff on here, but most of us are using our vehicles to go do other stuff like fishing or cycling or backpacking or whatever. So yeah, this is like the most basic. I've got an SUV with a sleeping bag, something to cook on. It doesn't even have to be this fancy. I've got somewhere in there, I've got just like a little backpacker stove, which is actually what I use most of the time. I'm borrowing this from the shop. A cooler to throw some things in, and then really that's all you need to be fairly comfortable, as long as you pick the right clothes and the right sleeping bag. I got a fly rod. I've got this little chest set that just unrolls. So it's like, pick a couple things that you can keep yourself entertained if you get stuck in the car, a book, game, something like that. And besides that, there's just not that much you need. This is my first night sleeping in this setup, and it was really comfortable. Really nice. We're out here far away from everybody, so don't think you got to have all the gear in the world to get outside. There's a lot you can do with a sleeping bag and some way to warm up water. So yeah, get outside, do something fun.